Hey man, why does everyone say don't trade the news? Is it bad?
Well, a lot of people say you shouldn't trade during news times because honestly, the market can go wild. Prices might shoot up or it drops suddenly. And if you're not ready, it could really sting. But here's the thing. It's not about steering clear of the news altogether. It's about being smart. Get to know the economic calendar and understand what kind of news affects the market. And always protect yourself, like setting stop loss orders in place. That way, you can handle the waves instead of getting swept away.
Okay, I think I get it, but explain how you trade the news in real life.
So let's say you're trading in a big news event like an interest rate decision is about to drop. A lot of traders get caught up in the moment. They see the market starting to move and they jump in. But without a clear plan, they're basically gambling. Prices can spike one way and then suddenly reverse. And before you know it, you're looking at a serious loss. Now, here's how you handle it like a pro. First, do your homework. Know when the news is coming, what to expect. Then set up your trade with a clear strategy. Use stop loss orders to protect yourself, and maybe even more important, decide ahead of time how much you are willing to risk on this trade. By managing your risk and planning your moves when the news hits, you can stay cool and collected, ready to take advantage of the market's reaction, not just get swept up in it.
Oh, okay, I understand a little better, but how do I know when important news is coming out to trade?
All right, it's simpler than you think. There are tools called economic calendars that list all of the upcoming major economic announcements. Websites like Forex Factory, investing.com, or a news terminal like this one that shows all important releases in real time. This is what all hedge funds and professional traders use. And if you want access to mine, which I give to all of my members in my private group, I'll leave the link in the description if you want to become a member. Here's how you use them. First, find the economic calendar. These calendars show you the date and time of each news release, along with what the news is about, like interest rate decisions, employment reports, or GDP announcements. They even rate how impactful the news is expected to be on the market. But here's the kicker. You don't just look at these news events. You need to understand what they could mean. If the US is about to release a strong employment report, the dollar might strengthen. Knowing this, you can plan your trades accordingly, setting up your strategies and risk management before the news hits. So just spend a little time each week looking at the economic calendar. Mark important events and do a bit of reading on what they might mean for the currencies that you're trading. It's like checking the weather before you go sailing. You wouldn't head out into a storm without preparing, right? It's the same with trading.
Oh, okay, I see. Let's say important data is coming out. How can I prepare to trade that?
It's about having a plan. It's like laying out a map on your GPS before a road trip. First, define your entry point. This is where you'll jump into the market. Base your entry on some solid analysis. Maybe the price hits a certain level that historically reacts to news. Or maybe you use technical indicators that signal a good entry point. Next up, set up your entry points. This means both a profit target and a stop loss. Your profit target is where you're going to cash in and celebrate. But things don't always go as planned. So you need to set a stop loss. This is like an emergency exit, a point where you'll cut your losses if the trade turns against you. Make sure these are set up in your trading system before the news drops, so you won't have to make panic decisions in real time. And here's the final piece, risk management. Decide how much of your total trading capital you're willing to risk on this single trade. A common rule is not to risk more than 1 to 2% on any trade. This keeps you in the game even if a few trades don't go your way. By setting up your trading like this, you're not just hoping for the best, you're in control. Whatever the market throws at you, you've got a clear plan to follow come rain or shine. And that's how you trade smarter, not harder. If you think all of this was helpful, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And if you want to learn how I implement all of these into real live trades, I manage a private group where we trade live every day of the week. We analyze data to predict what can happen each day and where to look so we can capitalize on the opportunities when they show up. The link to join is in the description of this video.